Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. Today I would like to bake white bread for you, but it is a little bit different than the usual breads that I make. This bread will be with mashed potatoes. You will need couple potatoes, and the best choice would be the russet potatoes. Once boiled, mash them really well so you don't have any lumps. Once you incorporate the potatoes and the flour, a little bit of olive oil, salt. Once you incorporate all the ingredients together, the bread will come out crunchy on the outside and nice and moist on the inside. There's a couple variations of it. Some people like to put some grated cheese, shredded cheese in, cheddar or whatever cheese you like. Some like to make a garlic bread out of it, so a little bit of garlic powder. And some that I know also like to put sauteed onions on top of that bread. You can take this basic recipe and then be chef at home and create different flavors. Just explore, experiment, and see if you can create something new that is wonderful for you. Today, Polish-style potato bread. Welcome to my kitchen, and thank you for watching. For today's bread, I will need 4 cups of flour, and all-purpose is fine. I like to mix all-purpose with bread flour. It should be about a pound. 1 teaspoon of honey or 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 cup of warm water, 1 packet of dry yeast, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 potatoes, and the best option would be russet potatoes, 1.5 teaspoon of salt, and this is flour I use. I like King Arthur because it's not bromated. I learned a few years ago that even some organic flours go under the process of being bromated, and this is not very healthy for you. So just pay attention to that and make sure the flour you buy is a good option. I apologize. I just found out that I had microphone dysfunction and there is no going back. So I have my flour and the mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes are mashed really, really nicely to be smooth so there's no lumps. I have dissolved the water with honey. If you don't want honey, you can use sugar and yeast, dry yeast. And I was just waiting for the yeast to be ready, to be foamy. So now it is. I can put it in with the flour, with the potatoes, with the salt, and on the end, olive oil. I did not want to put olive oil before my liquid as it wouldn't be mixed in, blended well with everything else. And what do? Just mix it all up. It might be a little longer work than the regular white bread because of the potatoes, but it's worth it. The liquid amount is not as high as the regular white bread because potatoes give you some hydration. If I used the machine for it with the dough attachment, it would take 5 minutes. If I do it with hands, it will be a little bit longer, 8 minutes maybe. That's how I have my gym and my muscles growing here on those skinny hands of mine. And here up close, I want to show you the consistency of it. Now I will sprinkle it with flour and cover it until it doubles in size. And it has been over an hour. I live in Florida, pretty much April right now, and it is warm. So for me, it might be faster than for some of you. But you can see it did double in size, that tripled in size. So I will put it on the board. I dusted it with flour. And what I decided to do is create 2 loaves out of it. One will be just plain, and the other one I will make it with that. I will sprinkle some cheese on it and a little bit garlic parsley. My children will eat anything with any other flavor. So if they want to try regular one, and then the other one will be for me or my neighbors to try. So I will divide this in well, less than a half for the other one. Like I said, my kids won't touch anything that has any extra seasoning or things in. So I just have to shape it, and that will be the regular one, plain. Dust it with a little bit of flour, and in the bigger container it goes. And now for the smaller one, I will need to spread it out a little bit. It can be a side bread with your dinner, whatever meat you make. This garlicky, cheesy flavor for you. And simply sprinkle it with the seasoning and cheese. And don't overdo it. You don't want it to be too wet and too heavy. Just a nice extra flavor for you there. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just need to tighten it a little bit. Okay, some flour on top and some flour on the baking sheet, and it can go into the other smaller container. So one recipe, two different flavors. Sometimes when you play in your kitchen, you can come up with some good ideas, new creations, and new flavors. So I will cover it now and leave it until it doubles in size. When it doubles in size, it will be time to put it in the oven. And it's been half an hour, and those breads doubled in size for me. And you can see how soft. I preheated my oven to 375, and I can put those in, and they will be inside for about 40 minutes or so. This one is with the garlic and cheese. If some of you would like to put a little bit melted butter on top and sprinkle it with additional cheese or garlic, go ahead and do it. I like it just the way it is, so it's not overwhelming for me. And then this one is just the regular plain white. Another thing I want to mention is if you want a crispy skin, leave it open just the way it is. If you like not so crispy, not so crunchy, then cover it. I mean, that's the difference. It's about the moisture coming out. If the moisture is trapped, those breads are not going to be as crunchy and the skin will be softer. If you want a crunchy skin on the harder side, leave it open. The moisture will escape, all the steam, and then you will have the really crusty bread. And I will set my timer to about 35 minutes. I always like additional 5 more minutes just to check on them. And I think it is time to take the bread out. Nice and crispy skin. And I want to take it out and put it on a cookie sheet. And you will be surprised how light it is. Potatoes are heavy, wet, moist. And this bread, when I lift it up, doesn't weigh as much. It's pretty light. So now, if you want the crispy skin, don't cover it. Leave it the way it is to cool off. But if you like a softer skin, cover it. Again, it's about trapping the moisture. I will take a towel and put it over it, like for 10 minutes. My children absolutely do not like a harder, crunchy skin. If I bake it that way, Mama, cut the skin out. And of course, I love the skin. That's my favorite part, the opposite of my children. So I'll eat it. But for me, it's like, why do you waste such a good bread? You gotta eat it all. It's delicious. So a towel for 10 minutes. And once cooled off, I cut it in half and show you the inside. And those are not cooled off yet completely, but I have to hurry up to get my little ones from the school bus. And again, I won't have this special effect here of crunchy skin as I had to cover it, because again, my little ones don't like crunchy skin. But here we go. And this is the plain one, still steam coming out, but you see, potatoes, 1 pound of potatoes, nowhere to be seen. Just beautiful bread. Yeah, I can see the steam coming out. And time for the other one, the garlicky one. I have to have the special effects turned on. Yeah, there is a crunchy skin. So this is, and I can smell the garlic. Not that much, as I don't like it to be overwhelming. But again, if you love the garlicky taste, go ahead and put a little bit more. Some of you commented on my signs that you like those, and I have a sense of humor. There's one more that I wanted to hang. I just didn't have the time to do it. And this is so true. I picked it up myself right away when I saw it in the store. I was laughing to myself. This is true, and this is what I need. But that tiny army, I wouldn't trade them for nothing. Not 10 million, not 100 million. And same goes for my doggies. Those personalities and this craziness, it is what the family is about. Even though sometimes they drive me nuts, I love them even more. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I hope you like those a lot and have fun doing those breads. Smacznego. Bon appetit. Flour, a little bit of olive oil, salt, and flour. Once you incorporate all the ingredients together, you will wait 2 hours or so for the raise